Hello, it is Jack here. Welcome. Yeah, we're going to be doing some prepping. We're going to do some prepping today. You may have noticed I'm holding a knife and fork. That's because I literally have my dinner in front of me. So, I'm going to be chatting a little bit. We're just going to be just going to chat for a little bit at the start here, and then we'll get into prepping. That's entirely why the stream's late. I had two choices. It was either eat before the stream or eat after the stream. And after the stream, it's going to be late. So, figured I'd eat now. Yeah, if you're wondering what I made, I don't know. How can I pick this up? There we are. That's what I made. I don't know how well it comes across on camera exactly, but I've made. I basically turned. You know, on YouTube, you see those peanut butter noodles everywhere that everyone makes. Well, I basically took those and made it a full proper meal with chicken and other stuff. The chicken came out a bit bigger than I was expecting, so there's more of it than I was expecting. But hey, if you don't want to be chatting and that, then that's fine. That's fine. Feel free to come back in a little bit, about 15 minutes time, and I'll probably be done eating by then. And yeah, we'll be getting on with the stuff. Yeah, the reason I'm eating on stream for the very first time ever is yeah, I've got the house to myself. It's literally just me in the house for a bit, so I have to do all my own cooking, all my own cleaning, everything by myself. So hence why I'm eating on stream. But yeah, I basically got the house to myself from now all the way up until I actually finish my PhD. So that's the fun thing to think about. But no, and I did think of it being quite fitting that, you know, the thing I'm actually eating on stream, the first time I'm ever eating on stream, is the big thing you see in YouTube shorts and YouTube, across YouTube, like, oh, eat these, they're addictive. You'll be addicted to these noodles and that. Personally speaking, I don't think they're necessarily that addicting, but they are good, hence why I made them. And I've sweetened them up by adding like some veg and stuff in there. I've got loads of veg in here. So you've got the noodles, we've got the veg, we've got the peanut butter, we've got chicken, which is nice and crispy, which is surprising, because look at it, you wouldn't know it's gluten-free chicken, because if you don't know about the Minecraft series, I haven't done a Minecraft in a while actually. I should do a Minecraft at some point. But yeah, I can't eat wheat, I can't eat barley. Anything with gluten in it, I can't have. And I actually did I've actually got a whole Minecraft thing I'm doing right now as well, where we're doing Minecraft on stream, but the main rule is I can't make anything that involves wheat. So no growing wheat, no eating wheat. I can't use wheat to get animals. No, wheat cannot be used. But yeah, looking at this chicken, you'd never know. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's crispy and it's breaded, and well, I say breaded, but it's good stuff. You know, funny enough, I had a conversation with Alex a while ago. He might not even remember it. And funny enough, he might not remember it because he was drunk. And he was saying like, "Oh, you make all this great food, Jack. You should do it to YouTube." And I was like, "You have any idea how much?" Yes, this is my song. Finally, it's gone into the loop. This is Helldivers Never Die, which, by the way, you can buy this song. The version you buy has lyrics and stuff. But yeah, I added it to the playlist when it came out like 3-4 months ago, and it's never played on my playlist, but in the stream, and it's finally played. I'm happy. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest, people say, oh yeah, these noodles are addicting. I don't think I'll go that far, but they are so good. It's like, yeah, I've souped them up. I've got mushrooms, I've got peppers and stuff in there. It's great. Onion, naturally. But the difference is I add more stuff to it than you see people adding online. I don't do the whole hot oil thing that you see a lot of people doing, which I don't get. I don't get why people do that, like, at all. It's a bit weird. I mean, it's not necessarily a bit weird. I do know that it tastes good. That hot, you know, when you make your own chili oil, it does taste good. The problem is a lot of effort, and you can make these which taste really good without using the hot oil method. Plus, if you don't know what you're doing, hot oil is dangerous, like ridiculously dangerous. As in, so fun thing. I actually, because one of the things I quite like to do when I've got a house to myself is I actually regularly have my friends over, which is actually what I'll be doing as well. I've got a house to myself. It gets lonely after a while, so it's nice to have some company. And so, yeah, I invite people over, and I tend to do a bit of cooking. This time I'm not necessarily doing cooking, but I'm cooking-ish. I'm basically going to be doing pizza, but the problem is a gluten-free pizza base. Ridiculously expensive, and they're a bit temperamental. So the thing I've been doing recently is I take frozen pizzas, like I'll get some, either a margarita or a pepperoni, depends on how I'm feeling, and then I'll add more toppings to it and more cheese and stuff goes off of it. Here's the thing, don't get me wrong, my pizza sauce is good. My pizza sauce is pretty good. I've had a lot of people say that, but it's like, that's a lot of effort, and I've got things to do. Unfortunately, I'm coming up at the end of my PhD, and I've got to get stuff handed in. Doing all that, because the pizza sauce is not an easy thing to do. It takes time. You got to cook that down. You got to reduce those tomatoes. Really get them tasting just right for the sauce. Yeah, if you cook them for long enough and it breaks down, it just ends up tasting great. So I don't really get why people don't do that instead. Way better, way better. In fact, you know what? Do you know what we're going to do? While I'm eating, just so there's something still going on the screen and everything, I'm going to very, very quickly set it up. Where is it? Where's my playlist? There we are. It always happens. Hang on, where is it? Just so then there's something going on, because I don't like the fact that nothing's going on. We're gonna, hang on, I put that down a sec. Well, I'll have something play. We'll watch some memes and that. You know, all that good stuff. We'll watch some memes. Wait, I'm on this. Wrong thing. Yeah. Give me a second, I'll get it set up. I just need to actually, you know, get things properly set up for it. I'm doing things really backwards today. Well, that's loading. Another bite. Just so then while I'm eating, you know, we're still watching something. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me just eating on the full screen. Unless you're also eating, in which case, feel free to eat with me. Let me know what you're eating, even if it's just a snack. I'm saying, all that stuff's good. Hey, let us know, what is your favourite snack? I know what snacks I like. The ones I can have. The gluten-free ones. Oh, quiet. That's really loud otherwise. There we are. We'll transition over. We've got memes. We've got memes we can watch. There we are. Just while I'm eating. We'll watch some memes. Okay, there we are. And transition. It's not meant to be playing music right now. Where is it? Where's the music? Well, where is the music actually in this one? Oh, there it is. There we go. So, if anything, I can give like a rundown of this. We're not going to watch all of it. Go back and watch Alex's reaction to the very first meme stream we did. This is what we're watching right now, but not his reaction. This is the original playlist. By the way, it's also linked in the actual whole thing. He immediately laughed on that. The goal of it really there was that it was meant to be like, that was meant to describe the meme stream for him. And he lost it at that immediately. Which I think is hilarious. I knew you'd like this one as well. But this actually happened in the show, apparently. Not this part, but like saying that he's Scottish. Apparently that happens in the show. And it's like, oh, that is amazing comedy writing. But yeah, I also know Alex was complaining quite a bit in this about the all the source animation stuff that I had in this. And he was complaining and being like, but I'm not a fan of these Valve games, Jack. Why do you keep putting them in? It's like, no, you don't understand. It's not meant to be the actual game itself that you like. It's meant to be that it's just a funny animation using the source filmmaker that's free and that anyone can use. That's what it's meant to be. It's just meant to be funny. It's not meant to be based on the game. But to be fair, I've had conversations with him about similar stuff, like similar concepts to this anyway, of stuff he just doesn't get. He's done that to me as well, by the way. Let's cancel Alex slapping bald people. Who does that? It's 2024. Come on. Yeah, funny enough, I've not made gluten-free cake before. Maybe I should. I mean, that's right. This isn't a good argument. It's a really bad argument. But too well for that. Really, this again, my account is not being used in another location. I've had this several times with YouTube, right? So I am signed out of loads of other places. I am not watching this. My account is not being used in another location. It's not. It's not being used in another location. I don't know what you're saying, YouTube. My account isn't being used in another location. It usually tends to do anything that's got copyrighted music in it. Which isn't the worst thing, I guess, but it's still annoying. Let me take you down that. Oh yeah, that's it. So I wrote notes and stuff because I knew exactly what I was going to be making today. And yeah, this is, I already mentioned, like, this is tempura chicken, it's gluten-free and all that. And I realized that I wrote down egg because I was going to put an egg in it. So it's like, oh wait, I forgot that. But then again, there's enough here anyway. So yeah, my original plan was to add egg with this. To be fair, my original plan was for this to end up being very different, and it's turned out like this instead. And it's still very delicious. I'm also still on. Not this. I'm still on with trying to get Alex to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. But hey, 140k came out today. People do let us know how good that game is. I'm being reserved. People have overhyped games before, and at least from what I've been able to find so far, it's basically a massive, a very good hack and slash, but it's a hack and slash that doesn't really push the borders or do anything amazing. I find it always amazing. People trying to compare it to Helldivers, and it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same sort of thing. I also find it amazing. I just realized it's not capturing audio. Hang on. I've literally got to very quickly get this to work.
I've been practicing. What?
Have you ever been walking down the street with your best bro?
There we are. Now you've got audio. Sorry about that. Normally I have all that already like pre-set up and good to go. Apparently that wasn't set up and good to go. For some reason, which I don't get. Perfect timing. I was familiar with that hoop. It is not. But you'll notice, it's always stuff with, like, music in it that it does it on.
Let's paint a picture.
And it's really annoying because my account is not being used in any other location. And even then, a big part of Google, not Google, the whole thing was meant to be that, oh, you can watch it in multiple places and stuff like that. At least that's how I understood it.
Hundreds of pounds of goods are now burning in front of you.
Sure, you can argue you don't want to be listening to music in multiple places, but
many people often suffer from the same experience,
still,
and it is
I'm paying for the service.
Mistake in their shopping routine. Do you see it? The answer is obvious. Your shopping trolley is an unarmored target with no method of defending itself, which is
no service is without its faults.
Today, we will show you how to modify your
on the one hand, it's great that it's completely ad-free, all this stuff. On the other hand, it's really annoying.
London at 3 a.m. Let's begin by upgrading the armament. We will begin by mounting a 12.7mm M.
In fact, I actually messaged YouTube about the fact that I kept having this issue and my account is not even in any of the places. To the point that I signed it out of everything else and kept still getting the issue. And I basically told them, yeah, you've massively messed up here because as soon as I'm done at uni, because here's the thing, I got YouTube Premium while I was doing ferry work. At that point I was like, you know what, I like this enough, I'll just keep paying it. Originally that was only meant to be I was going to use it for 3 months, and that was it. And even then, first month was free. Or was it the first 2 weeks for free? Either way. I was like, oh yeah, this is really useful. After that I was like, you know what, I'll just keep paying for it. I'm quite liking this, like with no ads and that. And now it starts doing this. And it's very case like, well, I wouldn't get this issue if I wasn't paying. So you've really given me the reason to stop paying. And even after I messaged them, they still haven't fixed it. And the message I got back from YouTube was them basically just telling me what was already on the online help thing, which
ratio, which gives a shopping trolley.
Where do you think I went first?
Acceleration and top speed properties.
And they never
This enables
gave me another reply or anything like that. So it's like, well, well done, YouTube.
on turns.
You're awful. Your customer service is awful.
Modifications by placing our improved shopping trolley in the same situation again.
I think I have an idea.
There's even stuff like when you buy a movie, it doesn't give you HD straight away. Which I don't get. It's like it's rendering to your account. Because it's digital, you never own it, so why is it rendering? And also, it's already on your servers, why is it rendering?
The Concorde featured a droop snoot.
Droop snoot?
Yeah, the snoot would droop.
The snoot drooped.
I don't get it.
If you just laughed at that.
How does anyone find that funny? I mean, seriously, how does anyone?
But yeah, one other thing I was going to mention is that because I'm eating food right now as well. So,
There's something seriously wrong with you.
I don't know if people have seen, there's a channel online, Mythic Kitchen. I believe it's got to do with like that, Good Mythical Morning and all that. Yep, I dropped food. And one of the things they're doing that is last meals. And so I ended up watching it. I can't remember whose I was watching. And the idea came is like, I wonder what my last meal would actually be. So I actually started writing it down.
I might do it fucking later.
It's not. But notice again how it's stuck with music.
One for a very special lady.
It's really annoying. It's really stupid and really annoying that it keeps doing it. My channel's not, my stuff isn't being used on the location, but any video with music. No, we're not doing that. We can't have this. Absolute pain.
Bigger. Bigger.
Ah, yeah, it's just what you want to see when I'm eating.
Bigger. Jeff. Bigger. Jeff. Bigger. Jeff.
But no, going back to last meals thing. So, the issue I realized is that, I don't know how many courses I can actually eat. Because I know they have so many courses on the show. And, to be fair, sometimes they actually eat them all. But if it was my actual last meal, I have no idea how much I'd eat. Try again with this. Just going back to the thing I was saying with Alex. I believe he was complaining. It's like, it's sauce, it's Valve stuff. I don't get this. And it's like, it's the whole joke of this is meant to be the whole ooh-woo thing. Not the game engine. It's like, just try and look a little bit past the game engine, Alex. Listen, again, that's why this is here next. In hindsight, maybe I should have put this one first.
Probably should have done that. That tweet was wrong, but instead, oh whoa, I made it a song. Oh whoa, we're halfway there. Oh whoa, no, this is your boy.
It's at least quite nice to know that I've been able to take, chili peanut butter noodles and turn them into an actual meal, which is pretty good.
Shells it would take to kill you. Every living creature is 1 hit point.
Rather than just a fun internet snack. Quite happy with this, actually.
Curry sauce all over your anus. Delish.
Jesus, stop projecting the French flag on that girl. She doesn't.
So I will warn you, I am nearly done.
Jesus, stop.
Okay, someone
So,
put their
there won't be too many memes left.
and said, show us what's inside the fridge, Wayne. You want the truth? You want the truth? You want the fucking truth? There is no fridge!
I mean, fun fact, actually, Alex is working on his own meme stream for me. And the problem is, I don't know what his YouTube feed is like exactly. But he was asking me, he's like, how do you manage to find so many? It's because I've curated my YouTube to be pure entertainment, pure funny entertainment that I love. That's how I find all these. I don't look for them, they come to me. That's how I get them. And you curate it by deliberately watching certain things, and it just sort of kickstarts it. Especially with my shorts, like stuff like that. It's just, yeah, it's great.
Hey dude, I made this show it to you. That's so funny. How'd you make it?
And I've still never watched JoJo.
Background, and then this really funny cartoon of a salamander, and then this text: ask for a water cup and fill it with soda. I call it Sneaky Salamander. Oh, you want to know how to make a fresh meme? Well, let me show you. First, you take an oversaturated hallway, fill it with shadow demons, and then add some text like.
There we go. That was very tasty. That was very good. I am very happy with that, actually. Oh, that was so good. So good. Very happy with that meal. It was just like with my friends and stuff, I'm going to be doing pizza and that. But, yeah. I make loads of great food while I'm here on my own. It's great. It's great. Love it. Love it. Oh, for the time being, I'll put that there behind me. Take it down after I finish stream. But for now, let's go back to normal, shall we? We have everything else going? Good, 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 good. Exit that, close that, close that. There we are. Actually, no, I need that. That needs to go back. Hang on. That needs to go back. Yes, goes to the studio. Everything. Where is it? Where's the thing I need? Where's what I need? Come on, go back. Go, 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 go. There we are. There we are. That's what I need. That's what I want. Oh, there we are. See, it didn't take too long, did it? Didn't take too long. It's only been half an hour. To be fair, this stream, it was going to go on for another 2 hours anyway. So. Nice little drink. There we go. Ow. Whack myself in the face with it, why don't I? There we are. Right. So, yes. We are here. We are good. And we are hololive because, yep, today we are doing HoloCure because we are preparing for the next update. And I am very much looking forward to this next update. It's been a year in the making. I'm not even kidding. It's been a year in the making. Hang on. I've just realized I need to ever so slightly. Yep, not full screen. Thank you very much. There we go. Entirely because now what I can do is I can so that's the game capture. You know what, let's just transition to it and then we go. So, yep, here we are in HoloCure. Hang on, I'm not quitting the game. And I need that, and then I need to tab back. There we go. There we are. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's better. So, for people who don't know, this game is still currently only in version 0.6. Still. It's been in this version for about a year. But we have found out now that the new update is going to be coming very soon. As in, it's going to be coming in October, which is very, very nice. And we have actually been told a few things about it, which is very fun. And I actually even made a list of exactly what we know about 0.7. But the one now that we're finally getting into the stream proper, the one thing I want to do is I want to thank our most recent subscriber, which is Rakesh Daz. Rakesh Daz, thank you so much for subscribing. It's always lovely if you want to be shouted out by us. Well, I say us, me right now. Alex is still away. And next stream is my stream anyway. And then Alex will be back. So, yeah. But yes, if you want to be shouted out by us, be sure to actually subscribe. If you've got public subscriptions on, a little thing will play up on the screen to let us play to everyone that you subscribed. If not, just let us know in the chat, and then I can shout you out that way as well. But yes, let's get started, shall we? So, what we're going to do is we're going to just play a level. We're going to play a level, and then I can explain all the stuff. I'm going to go with Ina, seeing as I just made a HoloLive reference, and I've got a little Sakurachi right here, which is very fun. Always very fun. And I'm getting messages. Go away. Go away. There we go. So, we're just going to do stage mode. We're going to do stuff real casual. Let's just go. And I'm using a controller because this way I can actually properly do stuff. So, things we know. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm going to let it up like that. There we go. So, things we actually know about the new update. Well, the main thing that we know is that it's apparently going to be closer to an expansion rather than a simple update. Yep, let's go with that. Apparently the amount of content is going to be closer to an expansion than, yeah, just a regular old update. So that's pretty good. And one of the things we got shown about quite early on was this sort of dungeon mode. Now, whether or not the dungeon mode is still coming or not, we don't know. I had a little check of... was it K's Q? Whatever their name is, unfortunately, I don't know exactly. But nonetheless, the developer for this game, they haven't mentioned it in a while, so I don't know if it's still going to be coming or not. But if they're saying they're doing a big update, that's probably pretty good. And they did mention that they were doing a lot of mini games, and I guess an endless dungeon is kind of a mini game. It's kind of a mini game. It's, you know, let's go. Let's get that stronger as well. Might have been a bit of a waste, but we'll be fine. This isn't a standstill run, naturally. Whatever. I'm looking to standstill run whenever I have to cough. Which reminds me, actually, Ina, stand still a second. I need to get a cough sweet. Actually, no. Terrible idea. Get a cough sweet in a bit. Oh, it's burgers. Not fun. Yay! Ghost tacos. Nice. Oh, Forbidden Wild. Let's go. Yeah, so other things we do, in fact, know. It had to be that I want to look right as we get to a really decent part, because I made all these notes. So yeah, the update itself is coming in October. So 1 month. Or at least that's going to be the start of October. When about in October, we don't know. But we do know that if things go according to plan, the update will come out in October. So, hey, things to look forward to in that regard. Other things we know include the fact that we're getting 9 new characters. And with how it's looking with stuff, you know what, where we got that, I can get in the costume and talk about a few things. So yeah, we're going to be getting 9 new characters. It's looking like... So, currently 2 characters have been shown off as of the time of this stream. I really should say as of last night when I last looked. There might, for all I know, he's put out a new one, and I don't know. Probably has. Yeah, so far I've shown off 2 characters, that being Flare and Pecora, from HoloLive JP Generation 4. So it's fairly obvious to think that we're going to be getting the rest of Generation 4 in that regard. Also, apparently, it's current speculation is also that it's going to be EN Gen 3. Because we've already got all of ID, they're working through the JP side as well. And we've got more people in EN too, so that's always nice to know. Apparently the title screen's also changing. That can be inferred through on the tweets. I'm going to keep saying tweets because it's Twitter. Don't care, Elon. I really do not care. Companies aren't people, therefore you can't dead name them. That's not how it works. You can't threaten to move your company over, you know, all these laws that force you, but don't. It's called just being a decent human being. To acknowledge and, you know, respect all these people of different backgrounds. and then use the terminology to describe your company. You know what, Sean? Yeah, let's go for the bomb. There we are. But yeah, the developers also shown off a few other mini games. I'll say a few other. One other mini game that also has the kid version of Kyla. Unfortunately, I don't watch enough of Kyla's streams to know what on earth the whole thing of the kid version of her is. So if someone else knows, by all means let me know, because I haven't watched. Though I am currently really enjoying the whole recollection thing. What's it called? No, it's not Encore. What is it? The thing they're doing in Minecraft. That's really fun. I'm enjoying watching that right now with all of EN. That's fun. I'm liking that. But yeah, there's that, and they're also adding in a bestiary. So you get like information if you're new to HoloLive and whatever. You'd get information about all the different enemies you're fighting. Like you see this purple octopus squid thing. Wondering what on earth? Why does it have a halo? Why are we fighting it? Why does it have a cat face? Why are we fighting skeletons with pink bandanas on? You know. I think the idea of it is to explain all that. Really. Which, to be fair, is a good idea. It is a good idea, especially if it's a new people. There are always going to be people who's going to stumble across the game that have no idea what HoloLive is. There we go. There we are. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting there. In fact, this is the easiest level, so of course we're gonna get there. But no, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? We'll just watch on that. Is there anything else that got mentioned? Obviously, it's been a year since the last update, but in that time, the developer has put out another game. A game I actually also showed on stream. That being HoloCure. Not HoloCure. I've just realized I'm like covering up part of the screen, so I'm gonna move me. There we are. And we're gonna put chat there and squish it down. There we are. That's better. I like that better. That's better. But yeah. Oh, come on, click on it. There we are. We'll upgrade the sausage. I can't remember what the sausage does exactly. Yeah, it's been a year, and apparently the Holo Breakers. I nearly called it Holo X Breakers. It's not. It's just Holo Breakers. Is what it's called. The X is silent, apparently. But yeah, so there's that. There's working on that. And that sort of gave them quite a lot of inspiration and some different things they could do. Because the good thing to notice about this game is that it's completely free. And I'm pretty sure it's still the highest rated game on stream. Like positive reviews. It's really high. But yeah, the bestiary would be quite nice, because it's like you might not know who these cats are that are currently coming and fighting us. To be fair, right now I'm not fully sure who they are. But even then, they'll be adding new ones because HoloLive keeps growing and there's more people in it now. So yeah, there's all that lovely stuff. But I do hope the dungeon's still there. I know the Pecora Casino was sort of hinted at, because it's there, but it's under construction. So, is that coming this update? Is it not? Has it come in another update? Is it not been worked on at all? Has the idea been scrapped? We don't know. We don't know at all. But we'll find out. It's only a month to go. But here's the thing. We have actually been given some updates about what we should really be doing to prepare. And the first thing we should really be doing is leveling up the workers. So apparently the thing we're really going to want is a lot of money. And the best way we can do that, really, is by doing a few runs, going to Hollow House, making sure we have plenty of food and getting our workers up there. And trying, if we can, to get some higher... Some better workers, really. Does mean I'll have to get rid of a few. But to be fair... Oh well. This should have been better. Apologies if I end up coughing absolutely loads. Yeah, I've got really... Here's the thing, I've basically got my tonsils have inflamed, which isn't fun. Luckily, it isn't contagious. No one else can get this. The only way you can get it is if you kiss me, and I ain't kissing you. So it's that simple. Hey. So yeah, but the problem is the last time I'm doing everything I can to manage it. Mainly because the last time I had inflamed tonsils, they got so swollen, well, inflamed, swollen, same thing, that they actually started putting pressure on my spinal cord, and I was temporarily sort of basically paralyzed and stuck in bed until they reduced in size. Which, as you can imagine, is not very fun. Yeah, I've got that going on right now. And of course, I'm trying to finish a PhD. While also not completely losing my sanity. Hence why I'm still doing streams and stuff, because I want to play games. I've got to have some sort of off time, otherwise I'm just gonna completely lose it. It's all good people saying, oh, but you can get it done quicker if you spend like all night on it. It's like... I'm not at the point where it's like that. It's not that bad at all. I'm still very comfortable in where I am with the PhD. It's just, yeah. If I'm staying up all night, I'm doing that like last weekend because I've got to print everything out. And it's taking forever. That would be the reason I did it. But even then, I'm confident I won't have to. Because to be perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to take that long to print the pages. Especially considering at the uni they've got pretty nice printers that are pretty fast. They're very fast. So, you know. And for that, there are other libraries and stuff I can go to. I also have a printer at home. It's just not as fast, and it's a real pain because it doesn't work with a wireless anymore. You know, I've got ways I can do it. Again, apologies for the cost. Yeah, so that's fun. Although if people want, I can always talk about something that isn't fun. Plenty of that stuff happens as well. In fact, one of the things... Oh, yeah, we're getting to do... Yeah! The tentacles be dootin'. Nice. Yeah, it's Gooey and Curse. And let's go back up. Damn it. You know, we want coins, so yeah, that. And I'd move around all the time, so. I have still been trying to do the no move challenge, which is one of the achievements in this. It's tough. I can get pretty far. My usual go-to with it is fauna. But it's tough. It's tough. I say it's tough. I'm not actually doing anything, but it just sometimes doesn't work out. Which is a shame. Ideally, you want it to work out. My best run actually is that I beat this. That was my best run. So I got about halfway. Turns out the way he's meant to do it is he's meant to do loads of upgrades, which I haven't done, so yeah, there's stuff like that as well. But no, honestly, I cannot wait for my PhD to be done. Can't wait to be finished and be able to just do other things, because here's the thing, when it came to doing stuff like your normal uni degree and a master's degree, easily recommend those for people to do. But yeah, they're good. I can easily recommend people do them. But PhD is something else. PhD is hard. You've got to really, really love what you're talking about. And don't get me wrong, I do. It doesn't stop it from being hard. It's difficult. But yeah, that'll be done soon, so happy with that. The main issue then, though, is obviously I'll then start working properly, and basically things on the channel are probably gonna have to change. Put it simply, when I start working, things are probably gonna have to change. A lot of stuff works on the channel because I'm doing a PhD, and therefore, you know, can do things quite a lot easier because it's like I'm doing the stuff from at home. I don't have to travel anywhere. If I'm start working other places, I then have to travel. So comes an issue. Unfortunately, one of the guaranteed pieces of work I have right now that I can, I say guaranteed, almost guaranteed work, is literally work that takes me out of the country. So and I've been going off savings, like savings and stuff I've had from doing all that work, so that I could afford to live while doing this PhD. And I've had a lot of help from family as well that have been great help with it, but funds are getting low, and this channel's not making money, so as much as I do this because I enjoy it, at the end of the day, it's not making money. So, and as much as we hate to admit it, we kind of need money. I do apologize for saying that because, you know, my usual thing with the channel is I try to have it be so that, you know, this is meant to be a place away from all that. You know, where you can hang, just hang, chat about whatever, it's all good. But yeah, that's my situation right now. Although I will be honest, my music and the reception I've been having with that has been amazing. Not enough that I can go like full time with anything with it, but you know, it's been going better than I thought it would. Let me put it that way. Including the fact that I actually got my song featured on someone else's channel. Someone else likes my song so much that they straight up was like, hey, here you go. Free promotion because we like your song. I'll have to check the exact name because go check out her stuff. She's really good. She does... Hang on. I will check now. Where is she? Where is she? Here we are. Pondera, the Radio Angel. She does updates on Helldivers. Which, by the way, yes, that game is still going, and I still very much play it. I love Helldivers. It's not a dead game. I don't care what you say. Yeah, she does updates twice a day of current battle situations, how things are going, and stuff like that, all while being in character to the game. And one thing she does is she shows off community songs at the start of her stuff, at the start of her radio segments. And yeah, she thinking off my song, and she was saying how she absolutely loved how it wasn't AI. And you know, but if you didn't know, there's loads of Helldiver songs that are all generated using AI, which I always feel like takes away from it just a bit. It's even got to the point now with AI songs that I can just listen to them and be like, yeah, that's AI. I know, because the problem is AI music, good music takes a while to make. It's not a quick process. We're going to strengthen the dude. It's just louder. AI music, you can do very quickly. To the point of some channels that just do AI music, they'll pump out a song like every day. Completely done song, completely mixed, and you know, all that. And it's just good to go. AI visuals, AI everything, and they can pump them out daily. For me, here's the thing, if I was doing it full time, I could probably do it weekly. And that's if I'm doing it full time and I'm doing a mix between originals and covers. If it's purely just originals, it's going to take a bit longer. And again, I need to prepare. Like, how well Helldivers Never Die went completely caught me off guard. It's like, oh, well, Jonathan Young hasn't done his album yet, but I'm not going to release an album because an album is a stupid idea. Because no one gets albums nowadays, which is a shame. But you got to face reality, no one gets albums nowadays, so you got to do an EP. Regardless, I had to write 3 songs from scratch as quickly as I could. That's why it took 3 months between Helldivers Never Die and the March of Metal. And then you get AI out here, and people are like, oh, why can't we artists pump out this? Because it takes time. We can't just do it as much as we'd like to. Some songs, real easy. They just come out straight away, and it's just, you're just done. Other ones, you gotta fight, you gotta work with them. Things don't just work. Sometimes stuff's difficult. And the problem is AI will just do. Which isn't necessarily the fault of AI, that's what AI does. AI just does. But the issue is that when you then start comparing people to AI, That's when you start to get the issues. Because arguably, I'd say I can write better songs than AI. Can I write as fast as AI, though? No. It's very rare that I could write as fast as AI. There's only been one song that I did that was comparable. And even then, this is only lyrics wrong about here. Because I found with a lot of people, a lot of AI stuff, they're not even writing the lyrics themselves. Even the lyrics are generated, which I didn't know up until I who is it? Who's that guy who does all the country stuff? There's a guy on YouTube Shorts who'll do like a he'll do like a song and he'll say, "Oh, I got like an AI to write me a country song," and then it ends up just being some of the funniest things you've ever heard. But yeah, it's all AI. The person isn't writing the lyrics. The AI is coming up with it on the spot. And I get the feeling that's what, especially if they're turning them out daily. Yeah, these AI creators are not writing their own lyrics. They can't be. But then again, they're getting the views that they can do it full time. So maybe they are. I don't know. I need to be in the right headspace to write lyrics. I can't just write lyrics. And even then, I've got to go back and forth on lyrics all the time. And I've got to make up my mind of what I want to actually do with them sometimes. Because... Oh, 3. Nice. Take. Take. Well, let's face it, we're going to do this. This was only meant to be a warm-up, and I forget how long the levels are. But hey, we'll go to the end anyway. Out of the way, thank you. I have nothing that I can actually upgrade, so let's awaken this. Not going for that. Go for that. Why not? But yeah, so one of the big things that... Well, actually, the developer actually said this to Ollie. Crazy Ollie. There's also a character in this, by the way. For people who don't know. And to be honest, if the way you're finding out this game for the first time is me, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Either way. Actually, I'm going to swap that, and I'm going to strengthen that instead. There we are. Yeah, so the developer actually said to Ollie, you know, before the next update comes out, you really want to upgrade your workers. Oh, I can do a collab. Hang on. Oh, that's not a collab, okay. I like the trumpet. The trumpet's fun. There we are. That feels right. Patina. Eldritch horrors. Beyond the comprehension. I mean, hey, next time I get, I'm upping I'm upping the doom. Speaking of. Oh, I've got space for one more. Let's do that one. There we go. Louder. Yes. Oh, so that big taco is literally just health. Ah, this stupid cough. Oh yeah, like I mentioned, I've got issues with my throat right now. See, health. Oh wait, of course I've got a slot. I just did a collab. Yeah. I'm an idiot sometimes. But yes, the trumpet will continue always. Let's get from all that. Why not? Again, this was meant to be like, oh, I'll play this, and that might not last long. Therefore, I can use it to explain all the stuff we know about the update that's coming. And instead, we're just going. I've said everything about the update, I think. Yeah, apparently the only clue we've been given is, yeah, upgrade your workers. Ooh, there you go. Oh, it's useless. Yeah, upgrade your workers. I'm guessing we're going to need a lot of coins to get what upgrades we need. So basically, get lots of coins whatever way you can. But you need coins to upgrade your workers in the first place, because you upgrade them by feeding them. And sometimes they don't want fish, they want other stuff. So you gotta have enough money to grow the other stuff. Now I guess you could just sell the fish. You can do that too. Selling the fish is actually the best way of getting like any money in this. Let's see, if I just do that the entire stream, it's gonna be pretty boring. So hence why we're doing this. Let's go! Hang on. Luckily, the I just stop using the other one. It aims to wherever I'm moving. Sometimes it's useful, especially when I need to take a drink. But no, I actually saw a video recently of I don't know. It was meant to be a fun video where it was showing off as like, oh, this is so and so from HoloLive's real voice. And it's them obviously putting on a fake voice for whatever. But I did, and a few of them were actually like, oh no, this is my actual voice, and it was a lower voice. And people were saying like, the VTubers were saying along the lines of like, well, I want to appear cutesy because that's what my character's like. And of course, we all know that Luna really puts on that really high-pitched voice when we know that isn't her actual voice. But it's the character. It's the character. As far as we're concerned, that's what Luna, the character, sounds like. That's what Luna sounds like, not the person, whoever it is, you know, behind it and all that. Even then, we've seen people break character. We meant to bring up the thought of like, yeah, even I put on a voice in a sense. I mean, I'm not doing so much right now, but this is my voice at its baseline. This is my normal voice. Videos, I'd be like, oh yeah, we're up here a little bit, like go a little bit higher in the pitch, you know, make it sound a bit more energetic and all that. Because I know my normal voice, I've been told it can sound intimidating. And of course, that's not what I want to go for in a video. The idea of in the video is that, you know, it's meant to be fun and we're having a good time and, you know, that sort of stuff. Really? That's a combination? Why? Why do you combine a sausage with a boil of buck and you get a duck? Quiet. I already know why. Be quiet. Ugh. We need the cost sweep. Yes, by the way, yes, I am drinking some Copperberg. Again, it's just me in the house and I'm not driving anywhere for the rest of tonight, so... A nice little Copperberg with my meal. Oh, God. Oh, here comes Amit. But yeah, this will be ending soon, so then we can go to Hollow House. Sure. I guess if you really want to... Yeah. Apparently, according to my parents when I was a teenager, I would have a phone voice as well, which I was not conscious of, like, at all. And that's like, oh, you end up sounding like really posh on the phone. And it's like, my friends never point this out to me. And apparently I've lost it now. But, I know, that was a weird thing that apparently was happening. But no, my accent changes depending on what I'm doing. But no, it's a lot of YouTubers have actually gone like behind the scenes and said, yeah, I do a hyped up voice. This isn't my normal voice. They're normally like a lot more chill, which to be honest, most people probably... Hang on, I got an achievement? What? What was that? It was Ina... It's just used Ina or something like that. Where was it? Is it just finish it with a maxed out Ina? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there we are. Have I never done that? Oh, thank you. Yeah. I didn't realize there was sort of specific. Okay, yeah, now I see him. Yeah. I've never finished one arena before. Oh, because one I had. Oh well. Oh well, because we've been playing Azina anyway. Let's keep going Azina. Got all those. So yeah, as you can see, all my characters are exhausted, and I don't have food for them. And you can't just buy food, obviously. So we've got to buy other stuff. But we've got plenty of stuff. So let's go. Okay. I know for a fact I need wheat. There we go. Now I've got plenty of stuff. Anyway, let's see how much they've got from the last time anyway. Okay, more than I came in with, so that's always good. But yeah, so if we go to manage here, you can see a lot of them, that technically that's at full level, but they're a really low level. So if anything, someone like a lot of these lower level ones I could do with getting rid of. But then you got like some other bigger ones, like these two here. Those are ones I could definitely do with getting up. If I can get some gold ones as well, that'd be really good. I'm pretty sure this is the max I can have anyway. But yeah, I can retire them, I can do whatever. But yeah, that's just because that was the first one I got. If anything, it could be good to get rid of them. Then to the usual room, yes. It has to be done sometimes. I'm sorry. Keep the tacos though. Yeah. You see, we've got these other ones here. They're not quite so good. But we've got other ones here that are pretty good. For anything, funny enough. Max level 17, that's pretty good. XP rate's pretty good as well. Good stamina. Actually a very high efficiency, so yeah. We'll get another deadbeat. There we go. As you can see, they're all doing stuff and whatever. Now we go water stuff again. Oh, I can have up to 10. Nice, good to know. I didn't know if it was a level specific thing. Because also you've got the management level, but... No, I can just get more. Okay. Well, I'll sell some stuff first, and then I can get more things. In fact, I could probably just convert, actually. I've got quite a bit of the dust, and I'm probably not going to get much more of that, so... At least not right now, so... Let's go for that, yeah. Now I've got quite a bit more. Now I can definitely get another worker. And yes, I know the crops are done, but... Takadachi, good high efficiency. Oh, but a Sana dog. XP rate, max level 24. 23. Nope, Sana dog. We're going to go for Sana dog. Let's go! There we are. And Callie has left. And harvest. Got 2. Nice. I think we'll still be waiting with that. Yeah, it'll be done soon though, which is not too bad. Okay, I should be able to thingy a few of these now. See, I need loads of tomatoes right now. So yeah, you're gonna get all the tomatoes. You are just not gonna do anything right now. You want clownfish. Luckily, I have clownfish. Let's see what you want next. Oh, lobster. I have plenty of lobster as well, so... There we are. And you want tuna? And now you want wheat. See, that one wants tomato, this one wants shrimp. Easy to do. Right, you know, let's just get you up. And now you want wheat. Of course you do. You're bread. Of course. But yeah, that's the advice we've been given. That's the only advice we've been given so far is, yeah, you want your workers up at a high level. So, yeah, we want to be getting that. We want to be doing that. Because personally, this is how I see things. So there has been some stuff shared online already. I reckon the Kids Kyler minigame is going to be this direction. Entirely because on the Twitter post, you see a path going from Kyler to the left. This is the only place it could be. Now, we haven't seen anything yet to do with either the dungeon or... yeah, just a casino. But I reckon... So here's the thing, we don't know, because it said it won't be done for many more months. Problem is, it's been a year since last update. Do we think it's coming out in the next update, or is it going to be the update after that? Is it going to be like a 1.0 thing? Because they didn't expect, it didn't expect to be this long. They... The issue is they got thinged into doing the other game. So it's like... How are things going to go? When are we getting that? And then where's the dungeon going to go? Personally, I think the dungeon will go down. You see, there's a little dent. Well, it's not really a dent, but you can see where there's like the start of a dent where it could go down. Quite easily, that'd be where I'd put the dungeon. Again, if they're doing it still. Or it'd be something like it goes behind the house. Or something like that. That's the thing I'd do. It's like, oh, it's behind the house. Look at the, and there's the tacos. Yeah. Most likely looking at Ina's back. I mean, I can't say much. I've got a takodachi, so you know. You clearly know where my allegiances lie. But then again, I do have other HoloLive merch, so... Ah, the dungeon has been delayed. I tried to actually have a look. Was that mentioned on his Twitter? I tried to have a look last night to just be like, hey, actually, has anything like this been mentioned? But I couldn't see that being mentioned at all up until... I can't remember how far back I was looking. It was a good few months ago that I was looking and I saw no mention of it at all. But no, that's understandable. The dungeon will take a lot of time, but we do know there's a lot of mini-games coming, so... But I do have some other HoloLive merch. I have... Well, you know, here's the thing. I didn't expect to like it anywhere near as much as I did. Or do like, rather. But I have Callie's hat, where it's got the rings on it. And I'll be honest, it's a really good talking piece for people. I go around and talk about, and people ask me about it. So it's a really good, like, talking piece. And then I've got the fauna hat as well. And of course, the great thing about fauna's merch is that it's stealthy. And then I've got a Destiny hat, which, let's face it, if you want an example of a dead game, that's definitely a dead game right now. It's difficult to play it knowing everything that's going on behind the scenes. Oh, and the thing I never really show off much either. Hang on. Covered in hair for some reason. I don't know how. I'm bald. But yeah. Sakadachi slippers as well. Very happy with those. Very, very much love those. I'm not sure why they're covered in hair, but they're covered in hair. It's probably my cats. Yeah, probably my cats. But yeah, I've got a bit of HoloLive merch. I'm happy. Well, anyway, so the main thing we need right now is wheat and tomato. So, let's buy some more. Seems to be the main thing they want. And the funny thing is, when I showed off the slippers to Alex, the person who I co-run the channel with, even though he doesn't watch HoloLive or anything like that, he's like, ooh, I want some of those. They're really nice. And it's like, Alex, I told you at the time when I was buying them, and I showed you that they were a limited drop thing. Oh, you might not be able to send the, I don't know how it's configured. It's been a while since I've tried to configure it. I don't know if you can send links. So I wouldn't send a link if I were you, just to be sure, because I don't know if it'll time you out. It's been a while since I've messed around with stuff in this, unfortunately, and I don't quite know how to set it so that it'll allow you to post a link. But no, I'm fully happy to just take your word on it that, you know, the dungeon's been delayed. I can understand the dungeon being delayed. But then it makes me wonder if the rest of this, of 0.7, is going to be this massive thing where it's like a expansion rather than an update. Clearly our boy here has cooked. So, you know. Very much looking forward to it. And we got eels, lovely. Actually, yeah, anything I can sell. We only have 4 shrimp. Ooh. I usually like to try and keep around 10 of everything. If it's less than 10, either I've not caught enough of it, or people have like wanted to eat it. There we go, I've got more. Oh my, this throat is killing me. But it could be worse. I could be paralyzed in bed, so I guess I'll take what I can, but you know. Hey, Holly. So the rain just stopped. That's about perfect timing as well. But yeah, try and get all our characters up. Apparently that's the way to go with this. But yeah, looking forward to the next lot of characters. I mean, let's face it, with them doing Gen 4, we kind of knew that there wasn't going to be Russia. There's the hints to Russia that we've got, but we knew, considering, especially if people don't know, you can find out everything about what happened to her after HoloLive. But the thing I'll say is that it's bad, really bad. And now the fact that she like literally got terminated is like, yeah, we can see why. We can see why. The other problem is I've got a really bad cough, but honestly throughout the day I don't talk much, so it kind of keeps it to a minimum. Right now I'm having to use everything I can to keep me talking. Oh. Oh. Because yeah, the fun fact about my tonsils is I could tell they were really bad because I could physically feel my tonsils through my neck, which obviously isn't normal. Normally all you can feel there is a muscle when I move. But I could feel like this, or the hard lump that was my swollen tonsils, which isn't fun, as I'm sure you can imagine. Oh, lovely amounts, yeah. Okay, let's feed you. Nice, and you want shrimp now, so that's good. Let's feed you up. And you want wheat, so let's feed you up. And now you want fish. Okay. That's the sort of stuff we want to be doing. And eel, that's another ray over here. Let's actually get some fishing in, shall we? Do a bit of fishing game. Hang on, I know I've seen the chat, just give me a second. I need to concentrate. Yeah, with the stuff that happened out of it, to put simply, it's an absolute mess. It depends if you want me to explain it, because I know there's a certain gravitas and there's sort of unwritten rules around talking about past lives of obviously people in the company and all that. Although in this case, I guess it's technically current life, because yeah, it's going on right now. I mean, to put it simply, she leaked stuff. She basically leaked stuff to do with the company to try and save the face of this other person, because for some reason rumors got started that they were going out, and for some reason she thought that was a good idea when, you know, it's better to not do anything. Japan's an entirely different country. I know they don't have the same values or think the same way as us, but her immediate thing was to like leak things to like try and prove that that wasn't going on. And all I'll say is, oh boy, did that open up a can of worms. I say as I'm fishing. So yeah, the fact that she went against NDA is entirely the reason why she probably got let go from HoloLive. And all I can really say, especially if people don't want me to talk about more after that, all I'll say after that is that, my god, did they dodge a bullet, because things got worse. Way worse. Of course, that's the thing. Certain individuals in HoloLive, we know who they are outside of HoloLive. We know who they are. We don't say it. We do know. In my case, I still follow and support them because I like them. Doesn't matter who they appear on the screen as. I like them. They're good people. They're entertaining people. I like them. I like the stuff they do. So for me, it's always been fine. And heck, even with the latest EN gen, it's probably pretty obvious who I'm on about when I mention this, but there was one of the characters where when they debuted, it was very much the case that when I heard them, I was like, hey, I recognize that voice. Went to go find the channel, all their stuff's gone. So I was like, interesting. And then to compare, I went to go find out a collab they did and compare the voice there, and it's like, yep, that's them. That is them. And it's like, that is so good to hear because I hadn't heard anything from them for absolutely ages. It was a shame because they did some great stuff, and now they're still doing great stuff. Oh, there we are. So that stuff like that's always lovely to hear. It's just a shame that I can't now go watch their old stuff because they took it all down. It's a shame because it was good. It was good stuff. They always seem to be loving this, so I'm going to keep going for this. Plus, taking advantage of the rain. But no, stuff like that is understandable with Russia, why that ended up happening. But, yeah. And it's why it's... I mean, Coco left on amicable terms. That's why things like that happened. With Mel, we don't know the full details yet. We might not ever know the full details of exactly what happened there, but I think the main reason she's in the game now is because she was already in the game. So, it's just one of those things. On the one hand, yeah, we love the talents, the creators behind the talents and all that, and we like the talents and all that. And we like the stuff they do, but on the other hand, you're part of a corporation, there's certain things you can't do. Which I know is especially a shame with, because here's the thing. I'm not saying, well, I definitely have, I'll tell you right now, I have not applied at all. Don't ever think there are any open auditions or anything. But, yeah, there's just a lot of things we can't control, unfortunately. It's a shame. It is a shame. If in an ideal world, we'll get to see them forever. And in some cases, you kind of do. Again, like I was saying, like past lives and that. I mean, it turns out that for absolutely ages, I was watching Vespa before I realized it. Like, I had no idea. And then and then it turns out, from Holostars, Vespa from Holostars, if people don't know. Again, I explain it just in case, you never know. People might have seen this and thought, oh, you're prepping for something. Let's go in and see. And yeah, we see. Well, at some point, I do also expect, because it's HoloLive. I'm doing a HoloLive game. I kind of expect that you're gonna understand. Also, yeah, I've noticed that someone hasn't messaged right. Okay, no things. Okay, good. Okay. No, I was just worried about someone who was putting in chat says they're going to put in a link. I was just worried that you got timed out or banned or whatever. There, yes, you're back. Yeah, yes, no, it's lovely. I was worried for a second that you got banned or something because you're just going to post a link, and it's like, I don't know how I have that set up. No one's put a link in the chat before. That's normally the sort of thing that I would test, but I've never got around to testing it. So I was like, no, don't do it just in case. But yeah, I would like Vespa's been there. He seems to have, like Vespa and Magni, They seem to have, as much as they had their issues with HoloLive, oh well, really with cover and the corporate mentality, they seem to have left on amicable terms at the very least. So hopefully stuff like that is fine, because they still show up in you know when your mind just goes completely blank. What? Either way, you know what I mean. Their unit of hollow stars. you know what I mean. The name's just gone because I'm trying to think of it too hard. Fair enough. I don't know how this happened. I had the exact same thing happen when a few days ago. Don't know why I was trying to think of this. I think it was that I was trying to write down an argument or something. I don't know what it was, but I completely forgot the word communism. I don't know how that happened, but I completely forgot the word. I was like, it starts with a C, and it's this, and for some reason my mind kept going back to corpo, and it's like, it's not corpo, but it starts with a C. And I'm having that same issue right now, but for the unit that, or rather the generational name that Vesper and Magni Desmond came from. It's just gone. It's just gone, and it's But no, they left on amicable terms. I think the main thing will just be: does this want to be a HoloLive game or a cover game? Really, because to be honest, I would like to see the Holostar included in this as well. Just because I think Tempest. That's it. Thank you so much. It's just one of those things where it's like, I just completely forgot the name. But yes, Tempest, yeah. But I would like to see Holostars included in this, because some of those, even those like early Tempest streams for the early Holostars EN stuff was so good. Especially with all of them. The courtroom was, just lovely. It was amazing. It was so funny. I can't remember the full joke. I need to rewatch it, actually. I need to rewatch it, because obviously there's that joke where he's like, but I don't have legs. He's like, yep, that's fine. Abstained, overruled, or whatever. I don't know court things. It's like, oh, that was so good. What do you need? Tomatoes. There you go. What do you want now? Potatoes. Good. Something else. Ah, but you're max level now. Okay. I need some more shrimp. Okay, what do you want now? Okay, let's get some more fishing. There we go. Thank you, babe. There we go. That's the thing. I was just mentioning about the merch and stuff I've got. That's one thing I would really like for Ina, is a hat. Because for me, a hat is easy merch I can wear. I'm bald, after all. So whenever I go out and it's sunny, I've got to wear a hat. And right now, I've got 2 hats of HoloLive merch. And I'd like an Ina hat. I don't know exactly how it would work, but I would like an Ina hat. I don't think even Ina complained about it at one point. She was saying how, oh, what was it exactly? She was saying, oh yeah, you never see anyone wearing my... whenever I go out, I never see anyone wearing my merch. And then she was like, oh, I guess no one really goes out. And it's like, no, I need merch I can wear going out for you. Because, here's the thing, I can't... I can't trust Japanese sizing for shirts because I'm an extra large. I need, you know, it's one of those things that's like, you say whatever size is, but I don't know sizes. But hat is easy. Hat is one size, you're good because they're adjustable. And yeah, I like wearing different hats to accessorize what I wear, I guess. Keep going. Oh, my throat. Yeah. I mean, yeah, hat merch is... For me, I feel like hat merch is easy. Hat merch is super easy, and it kind of just works with anything. It's because it's like not literally an accessory, but it's like anyone can wear it. It's like you get one thing, you get in loads of orders, and it's like you're good to go. And it's like I've said, my Cali hat I've got with the rings on it. So many people have stopped to ask me about them. And it's like, hang on, can I use the Alley Cat? The Cali Cat? I nearly said Alley Cat as well. The Cali hat. It's like flirt, basically. It's like, it's weird, it's different, and it goes, because I wear quite a lot of black, it works quite well, he says, not wearing black today. Actually, no, I'm wearing dark grey jeans, so I guess that kind of works. It's more or less black. I've had pure black jeans before. What awful. Mainly because they weren't black, they were actually really dark green. And you only really found that out in bright sunlight. Awful. It was awful. I was doing it! Oh, I've lost it now. Ah. Whatever. You guys give me money. Yeah. That's really good. Oh. But yeah, originally I did actually get my little Takadachi here. Deliberately to go on my... I'm gonna hold him up like that. There we go. I did get him to go on my actual key ring. I was like, you know what, that'd be quite nice, and it makes it easy for me to find it. I did not think it was going to be this big. So it's like, you know what, now it sits on my microphone. And it's actually the perfect size. It fits on it perfectly. Yeah, we do now. Cover USA. It's nice to see how it's growing. It's growing really well. I just wish that they kind of had more outlet stuff. Actually, no, here's the thing I really want. I really want them to expand what they've got on, say, like Amazon. Because Amazon's quick and easy. And you can get those custom printed shirts really easily done. I'd like to see them expand that a bit, because actually, no, that's the other thing. That's not the only hololive match I've got. I've got the ugly Christmas jumper as well. I mean, it's put away right now. Because God, is it warm here in the UK right now. But, you know, I've got that. Which is fun. I actually wore it out as well. Again. How? I'm clicking it. Is my controller just like losing connection or something? It might be losing connection. Which is weird because it's wired. Oh, come on. Full concentration. There we go. The problem is now I can't tell if it's because I wasn't concentrating or what. Actually, what am I low on? Wow, 49 heals, jeez. Pretty low on... just 17 onions, Jesus. Yeah, still wheat and tomato is the main thing I need. Just in case. But yeah, I would like to see them do a few more things. I like the fact that they're growing. It's good. It's always, that stuff's always good. The thing I'd really like to see from Cover would be for them to actually put out, what is it? They've got their own like in-house tech for their own developed applications for doing the 3D VTuber software. I would like to see them come out with a public release version of that, because I feel like that coming out from them will be a massive game changer for everyone else. Because hey, even on this channel we have 3D VTuber models. You know, the idea is that we're testing the waters with it, see how it went. Fair enough, people actually quite like them. Even though they look exactly the same as Hermione's bald with a beard. It looks exactly like me. But, yeah. But yeah, merch coverage, yeah, definitely. Because also, if you're like me, I live in the UK. So, I can't even order from the official website. I have to order from GeekJack instead. Which isn't a problem. It's not a problem at all to order from them. Actually, on the contrary, the whole ordering process I had with them was really nice. It was a really good process. The issue mainly is just that obviously it gets sent out, but then you got to wait for it to come all the way from Japan. But actually, even then, it wasn't too bad for me, because I got the email saying, hey, it's left our warehouse, and then the stuff arrived a week later, which is ridiculous. But nonetheless, the merch coverage needs to be... I feel like there are certain things that should just be mainstays. Especially anything that wears out. It's like, for example, my slippers, my AnR slippers I've got, I deliberately don't wear them loads because I want them to last a bit. I don't want to just wear them. Because if I just wear them, I'll wear through them. So I still wear other slippers. I still wear those, but I definitely wear other slippers. And because I know that I'm not really going to be able to get more of them, I don't wear them as much. Now, as for hats I can get repaired. I know places I can get them repaired at. And even then, I've got hats and stuff that I've had since, again, hats, again, this is going back to the whole hat thing. Hats are usually pretty safe bets because they last. They just last. So in that regard, you're pretty good. That's a few seconds. I've had hats that have lasted for absolutely ages, and they're just good. So in that regard, yeah, you're great. But other stuff is like that. What wears out? I want more. That's the same issue I have with another T-shirt from not hololive, but a different brand. The brand itself actually went under, and the problem is that shirt is my favorite shirt, so I like to wear it, and I can't get another. So, like, what else am I supposed to do? Because the problem is, the shirt's really good. It's a really sort of stupidly nerdy shirt, but it's fun. It's a fun, stupidly nerdy shirt where it's got a picture of a cat in a box. Like a really cute cat, and it says on it, I'm alive, and under it in the box it says Schrodinger. And then when you take that shirt, and that's how it normally looks normally, but however, if you expose it to light and then go into a dark room, it glows. You see the cat skeleton, you still see the box, and it says I'm dead. It's like, that's such a fun shirt, I keep wearing it. But the problem is, if I ruin it, because I like wearing it, if I ruin it, I can't get another. And it's like, I want another of that shirt. It's such a good shirt. Even to the point of, I'm considering remaking it on the VTuber models, entirely because then, even if I can't have another physical shirt, I've got a digital version. And the other thing I'm planning to do is, because we made 3D models in Vroid, once I'm happy with quite a lot of the designs and stuff we've got, a lot of the clothing stuff I'm making, I'm going to put out for free for anyone else to use if they want them for any 3D model. I believe there's probably ways you can do it where you could rip that off from a Vroid and stick it on something else. I imagine there's ways of doing it. But stuff like I've remade my massive biker boots that I wear when I'm out and about. So I've remade those and put like my own AnR twist on it. Just because I thought that'd be fun. But then the idea is I'm going to make t-shirts, I'm going to do all sorts. I'm going to make virtual stuff. I've seen people... Wasn't it also Fruit from Visojo? She was saying that... actually, oh yeah. A friend of mine actually brought up that site recently. That's a good call. I never thought to look on there, actually. That's a good point. Thank you for that. Thank you. I never actually thought about that. No, I don't want to exchange. I want to sell. I've got loads of these. I think I'll go for 15, so I'll sell 3. Jesus. I've sold like 30 of these. Actually, I can do 35. I'm doing 15. Look at all that money coming in. I'll leave those. I say look at the money. Look at all this stuff I've got now. I can exchange it. There we are. Back to how we started. I've got loads of coins. But yeah, that was a good shout of that, actually. I did have a look on Amazon because the brand that made... So the shop itself I went to is completely out of thingy. But the brand itself is still technically going, but only really online. Which is a shame. But no, even then, I'd like to see hololive do some interesting shirts like that as well. Because that's a shirt you can talk about. That's an interesting shirt. I've got plenty of onions. Green bean? There's others? Jeez. Wow. I didn't realize all these others. You know what? Just in case. No. We'll start growing some of those. It would be right as I, finish all this that it would do that. But no, definitely, yeah. I'd like more interesting merch from hololive. And ideally stuff that isn't just limited to being like in-person stuff. Just, that you've got... The problem is, I think to a certain extent, as much as cover has adapted really well to going to a global audience, I still feel like they're still Japanese centralized or America centralized now. It's like, no, you've literally... When we say worldwide, we mean worldwide. It's like, yeah, because... Honestly, if my choice was order merch from Japan or the US, I'm still waiting the same amount of time. Except now the thing I've got to try and work out is where am I going to get the worst import fees, depending on what I order. And that's not a fun thing to have to... If that's your main thing you have to worry about now, that's not fun. Which, by the way, I think actually technically it wouldn't really matter. The main issue there would actually be postage cost. Whereas at least when ordering anything from Japan, it's a flat fee. It's great. How's that stuff going? It's still going fine. Nice. Collect things, let's go. Nice. This stupid cough. Can't wait for it to go. Oh, now it's far. The rain in this game is as bad as it is here in the UK. Honestly. Again, I do apologize for the coughing. I'm trying to shift it as quickly as I can. I've got like medication and stuff I'm taking. Not really medication, throat stuff. That helps quite a lot. Antihistamines as well to help with just generally declogging things. It is going away, just not going away fast enough. But hey, I feel like that's always the case with every illness. I don't think there's very few illnesses you're happy to have. Still taking a while. That's taking a real long time, jeez. But yeah, I do still like the way that cover's taking things. It's not amazing, but you know, they're learning as they go. And let's face it, their main thing has been how good they are at VR stuff. Hence why their tracking is so good. Because, oh boy, some of the behind the scenes photos of their tracking rigs are amazing. It really is something else. And the rain's back, lovely. Again, just like the UK. It's why it's amazing that they came out with the what's it called? Mocappy? Whatever it's called, the capture stuff that works with your phone. The fact that that works as well as it does is amazing. Imagine what it does, it attaches to your phone. And then obviously you just send the tracking data to your computer. At least that's how I imagine it works. Yeah, we got some peppers now as well. Nice. Yeah. I can never know how to pronounce stuff. But yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like the fact that they managed to do work with that. And if I remember rightly, they gave feedback to Sony on that sort of stuff. And it's like, that's great. Because normally the way you'd have to do like tracking like that at home would be either buy a motion capture suit, which is stupid money, or buy a VR headset that does inside out tracking using sort of base stations, and then get tracking stuff. Or I know there's other ways you can do it now, but either way it's quite expensive. So to get an all-in-one solution like that, that's, yeah, it's great. The tech behind stuff is amazing. It's actually, so really, real fun thing. I recently found out, or not really found out, I guess. I managed to recently remember that, turns out back in 2016, before VTubers were a thing, I was messing around with VTuber tech. It's one of those things where it's like, why didn't I stick with that? I could have been like a powerhouse today of getting all this tech stuff working. And you know, I could have easily made a big name for myself in the industry. Why did I give it up? Why did I stop? Ah, finally someone who wants onion. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It wasn't really motion capture tech. It was live 2D. So here's the thing. Back in the day, no one really had the idea of putting two and two together and using using a webcam to control live 2D. Because this is before was it the face capture stuff? What's it called? there's that thing on Steam, Face app or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? It's gone free-ish now, and now has a plugin that works with Live 2D, where it was that you use your webcam and it'll face track you to controlling different characters and all that. But no, the actual Live 2D element, I think somewhere installed on my computer still is a really, really old version of free Live 2D software that was I don't know if it still is. I've not checked for absolutely ages, but it was free at the time for hobby stuff because there wasn't really a big use for it. It was mainly it was mainly just used for putting up characters and making them move on the screen. So I was like messing around with this stuff like before Azure Lane was a thing, before VTubers were a thing, all this main sort of stuff that actually uses this tech now, and I was messing around with it ages ago. I never properly learned anything with it, but I was learning like different basics, but it's been so long that I don't know how to do anything anymore. And even then, the version I've got is probably so old and ancient that it probably is nothing like what you get today. But it's just weird, it's like, I was messing around with this stuff, so it kind of makes sense that I'd eventually get into VTubers. You know, I was messing around with all this stuff from ages ago. But yeah, I think I ended up actually finding out about Live 2D because someone made a video showcasing how to take basically a still image of an anime character and take it into Photoshop and cut it up in such a way so that then you could use your mouse again. Controlling it with a webcam was never a thought at this point. Like controlling it with your mouse or like putting in animations to make it move, to make the character move like a person and not like how it would in like a show or whatever. And it's like I was looking up tutorials for that and I could never quite get it down. Again, I was stuck on like basic stuff, and I think at the time I was finishing up stuff at high school, so it's a long time ago. It's like, yeah, it's wild. It's wild to think about. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is we're going to check on everything. We're going to collect some more coins. Yeah, let's go. Is what we're going to do is I'm going to click fish again, and Roboco's collected the fish for us as well. Thank you. Let's do another run. In fact, no, let's go to the shop. So one of the things I've wanted to do for absolutely ages is I really want I want to upgrade Sana quite a bit. So we're going to do a 10 pull. You don't think I'm going to get tears? I got one Sana, really? Again. Okay, got a few more Sanas that time. And of course, looking now, I can do tears menu. Oh yeah, I can do that twice easy. Yeah, she's now at 25. Lovely, that's the max. I just want to get that done now. Shop, let's do some upgrades. Okay, that's an easy one to upgrade. Crits. That's also very useful. Not so much of that. Oh yeah, with 3D stuff. Yeah, that would be good to know. It's interesting how like these different worlds have collided. The only thing I want, sorry, the sweet's at the wrong part of my mouth. the thing I would really like to see is them to start making use of different game engines, because right now, what seems to be like a mainstay, especially for people at home, is making use of Unity. And Unity's, don't get me wrong, Unity's good and all, but the problem is with everyone using Unity, if you're not using it to create a game, where does that fall under the usage stuff that they were saying about before? Granted, I'm pretty sure they scrapped it, but still, where were they going to go with stuff like that? Because you're not playing the game in Unity, you're instead using it to run in real time for entertainment. So, you know. Oh, who do I want to play as? Actually, I just got Starter up, so let's go with Starter. Let's do another stage. You know what? I don't think I've completed this level. Let's do this. Let's go. But yeah, it is one of those things where it's like, I'd want to see the industry diversify quite a bit. I mean, it's like you've got stuff now like Warido and stuff like that, which is what I've used to sort of streamline a lot of the stuff that we do here in AnR. It works, but I'm still learning quite a bit. That's why there's, apart from VR chat, there's not been that many streams, entirely because I'm still figuring out stuff with it. And part of me almost feels like it'll be good to do a... I know, part of me wonders, like, should I do a series on it, on a different channel, obviously. Like, showing off, it's like, okay, so I'm trying to figure out all this stuff. Let's document how I've got round stuff, how I figure stuff out, and all this other stuff. But the other time, I'm just using YouTube tutorials to figure stuff out, so I feel like all I've really been doing is repeating the same information, which you can already get. All I'd be maybe doing is condensing stuff down a bit more, but that's about it. No, there are some stuff I want to do, definitely. I do want to do stuff like helping people with game audio, not really game audio per se, but there are a lot of fundamentals of audio that people, especially quite a lot of streamers, seem to not care too much about. I mean, for example, here on AnR, despite being a two-person channel, whenever we do a recording, it's only ever with one microphone. And we have a very specific vocal chain that I've set up that allows us to do that with no issues. Unless, and now that you know that it's on all our videos, it's only one microphone, you would never know. And that's intentional. And part of me is thinking like, okay, there's stuff like that, especially if you're a VTuber going in this, about to make a debut or stuff like that, and you want to know stuff like that. Or even, what was it? Again, apologize. I'm sorry. Trust me, I can't wait for the cough to go either. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I know when Crony was first sort of was doing her thing in hololive, and she was like, "Oh, she sounds amazing." A big part of that is also her voice, like her actual voice as well. And I remember on one stream, Callie was saying how, "Oh, I want to know like what she does to get a voice like that, because it sounds so good." And she was like, "Oh, I wonder if it's just a thing where it's like you just figure it out as you go, sort of thing." And a big part of it will just be your own voice. But there is definitely processing you can do that helps out with stuff like that. Like, tricks you wouldn't think to make use of. Because one of the things that I go for when actually choosing how I sound coming across in streams is I actually choose how it sounds. Like, I try to go for a radio thing, but not hyper compressed. Because I'm not a fan of that sound. Oh, they're cheering, so we can't do anything. Hang on, big. There we go. Be gone, bot. Oh, I need you to come back so I can actually get stuff. Yep, tears is good. Yep, I'll take that. But yeah, her voice is amazing. Now, do I know exactly how she's doing it? No. There's probably some processing she's done. She's got her own chain and stuff she's using. But the amount of people that start streaming and are like, oh, I'll deal with audio later. It's like, no. That's... The way I see it is that, especially if you don't have a webcam and you're not going to show yourself on the stream, how your voice comes across is so important. And don't get me wrong, I know it's a fair bit of money. My microphone was £200. And the reason I got it is that it's completely flat response. And that means that that's much easier for me to work with. I'm not having to fight with the microphone. And instead, it's just a case of like, okay, so what do I want? I don't have to boost the high end at all, because I don't need to compensate for anything. It'll sound really natural. And instead, I use parallel processing to add a little bit of extra bass to the sound that's done dynamically, so that if I happen to get close to the microphone, there's going to be the natural proximity effect bass boost. But when it's far away, like it is now, because it's, you know, you can't really see it, it's perfectly off the screen. But like the different distance from the actual microphone to my voice, to me, is like 2 hands. It's that length. But all the bass is still coming through. It's like, yeah, I've set stuff like that up so it sounds natural. And then it probably makes my cough sound absolutely awful. But, you know, can't win everything. Oh great, I've got 2 bosses. This isn't good. And the problem is they're being buffed. And there's the second one. Oh, I can't win. No. You come here, fan. Die. I mean, yeah. I can't wait for this cough to go. It's awful. I hate it. Part of me is like, I should just get my, no, there's no point in having that. But no, it's like, I mean, part of me wants to do it entirely also because all the stuff that I'm using on my voice is free. It's completely free. Don't have to spend anything. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully I do get better soon. I'm getting, to be honest, I'm way better than I was at the start of the week, so that's always good. Which I'm very thankful for, the fact that it is getting better. I wish it would get better sooner. But no, all the stuff I'm using for the voice is free. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse. The only difference is knowledge, and that's why I want to pass it on. I want to let people know. It's like, yes, this is possible. And it's completely free. You don't have to... It's not spyware or anything like that. It's just stuff that is legit free. Because, yeah, there's as much as people are like, oh, free plugins, why using that? The paid stuff's the good stuff. It's like, are you kidding? This free stuff I use, especially on my voice now, whenever I'm doing music stuff, I used it on everything. I use, one of the things I use on my voice, in the processing, I use as part of my mastering for songs. It's like, it's good. It is so good. And the thing is, yes, there's a paid version, but all that gives you is an EQ, and it gives you 2 extra bands. So it goes from being a free 4-band EQ to instead a paid 6-band EQ. And don't get me wrong, the 6-band has a whole bunch of lovely extra features as well. But for doing this, 4-band's all you need. You don't get me wrong, the 6-band would be nice, the paid one would be nice. But right now, I'm not. There's nothing I want to change about the voices. So for now, I'm good. There's no point in me buying it just for the sake of streams. There we are. Nice. There we go. And again, it's probably not the same thing that Crony's doing, but it's like the knowledge is there, and I want to share it with people. That's why I've been talking with Alex, the other person I do the channel with, about potentially doing a series. Again, maybe not on this channel, maybe on another AnR channel, just to be like, hey, here's the stuff we do, here's behind the scenes. Take our stuff so then you know how to do it as well. You know, no excuses. You can't have excuses for not having this now. We'll increase that. Let's go. Let's go. Santa is eternal. Actually, I don't know why I'm... No, wait, no. I do know why I'm half-heartedly doing screams. Because my throat is in pain. Well, not pain, but you know what I mean. Not in a good condition. It's why, you know... The problem is, I really want to get my next song that I'm working on finished. But the problem is, I physically can't right now because... I try to sing a line, the end of it's in a coughing fit. And it's like, sure, I'm good at editing, but I'm not that good at editing. And besides, I like stuff to be done naturally. You know, I'm much more the kind of person that redoes a line again and again and again until it's right. Not, you know, other stuff. But no, there's a lot of stuff like that I'd like to explain. Similar to, I guess, like to what Epos Rocks does. It's even like what was it on Reddit? Someone was asking like, I've recorded this stuff on my monitor, on these games and that. You know, I've got my computer and everything set properly as it should be. Why does, or at least as they thought it should be, why do the colors look washed out when it uploads to YouTube? Reason is because you're loading full color. YouTube and does everything in limited color. This does the entire web, but they didn't know that. And so they're saying like, oh, so YouTube just got bad color recreation. It's like, no, every website does that uses Web 2. Is it Web 2.0? Yeah, 3.0 is 3.0, if I remember rightly, that is crypto stuff, isn't it? Is it? I can't remember. It's like all this stuff that's just been... I test so much. It's like that's why we actually stream in 440p. It's because it gets us that better encoder, which means the streams look nicer. And all the effort I've put into making stuff on the stream look nice is, you know, improved. Yeah, they definitely really wanted to, but the biggest issue with crypto was also that everyone's just doing it as a scam. Or rather, here's the main thing: no one was willing to actually put in the effort to actually properly make it worthwhile. Everyone was just trying to do it as a cheap way to get money. I mean, personally, I'm the kind of person that believes that it's hard to really own anything in, like, nowadays. I mean, stuff like I've released music. I know for a fact my stuff is on torrent sites. And I could easily get it taken down, but I don't want to. Because it's just another way people get music. And it's it happens. It's stuff is going to be up there and about. But the problem is that people what should I go for? I'll go for that actually. People always assume it's like, oh, you can own this limited art. No one else can have a copy of it. Actually make it some good art then, and not just, you know, a monkey that looks like it was painted in paint. You know, if it's worth so much, actually make it look half decent. I mean, come on. And then everyone was getting on it, and it's like, no, this is just stupid. This is just stupid. This whole thing is stupid. And then there's just nothing but scams, and it's no wonder no one talks about it anymore, really, unless other than people going like, hey, remember this thing that was stupid? It's just, yeah. It's funny. It's funny. Though I'm having to keep an eye on the time, because I do have to go feed my cats at 9:30 here. Otherwise, they will come up here, they will barge through that door, and they will not be happy with me if I'm here playing games rather than feeding them. They're already not going to be happy with me because I'm up here streaming rather than downstairs playing with them. Or at the very least, sitting there and letting them lay on me. So already, I'm not in... I got another achievement, lovely. Normal lava bucket. Oh, run! Big sun, let's go! I really do have a good way of healing myself soon. Oh, there we are. Well, no. Yep, revive. Let's just go. At least now I can grab all this experience quite easily. Yep. I think it is very much the case that I'm too slow. Okay, got it. Nice. Oh. Yeah, it's lucky. It's no problem. Thank you for staying around, Apple Bumcaster? That's an interesting name. Nonetheless, thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a really good time. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it at least. Really good time is maybe a difficult thing to say. It's like, nah, it would have been a time, but it just kept coughing. Nonetheless, thank you for stopping by. It's been great. It's been great. I'm actually surprised I'm still going with it. As in, I'm still alive going. I just bit this sweet. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. I say that. I'm not seeing any healing stuff drop around me. Oh no. Well. Hey, more coins though. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, new item. Happy with that. But yeah, unfortunately, that is where I am going to end things for now. I've got to go feed my cat. Normally our streams only go from till about 9ish anyway. But right, if you liked what you've seen, please do consider subscribing. It really, really does help us out. Pretty enough more than you'd think, because I've got even a little bit of a secret. So there's a lot of features that YouTube hides from smaller creators until they reach 1,000 subscribers. And as you can see, wherever, I think it was right lonely, wasn't it? Yeah. We're actually pretty close to 1,000. I mean, don't get me wrong, I say pretty close. We're still like not 400, like 100 over 100 off. But we're pretty close. And once we get that, a big thing that actually happened to us. We'll be able to actually raid other streams, which is a thing we can't quite do right now, which is a shame. Not only that, we can... there's actually a view limit on our live streams. For anyone under 1,000 subscribers, there's a view limit. So, if you like what you're seeing, please do consider subscribing. When we say in videos that it really, really helps us out, this is the sort of stuff we mean. It really, really helps us out because it means we can actually grow easier. There's actually some old truth to the whole saying of, you know, going from 0 to 1,000 subscribers is just as hard as going from that 1,000 to like some other number above that. It used to be 1 million. I think it's you know, getting there. It's probably really hard still, but you know, regardless, I do hope you have enjoyed. There's going to be a new video coming out on Friday, which is going to be a very, very fun one. And I'm thinking I might do another stream. It might not be this, but I'm going to do another stream in between, before the main one next week. So, yeah, if you want to see more of me, be sure to come and subscribe, and I will do more things. If anything, I think by the weekend, Alex should definitely be back from holiday, so who knows, he might even do some extra streams. Or maybe he won't, I don't know. It entirely is up to him, he might have other plans. I think he's still technically off from work, maybe the rest of the week or something, I don't know. I'll have to ask him. He should technically be back in the country either later on tonight or maybe tomorrow-ish, I don't know. But either way, that's things for me to deal with after the stream. Nonetheless, I do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. So, until then, and everything's broken. Of course, everything's broken on the stream. Lovely. Nonetheless, we'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.
Gabor Baloff subscribed to the channel.
Okay, because you did that then, thank you for subscribing. Like you timed it for me to come back. But But yes, thank you so much for subscribing. Anyone else wants to subscribe? Please feel free. It really does help out after all. But nonetheless, yes, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh, but yes, now I need to go feed my cat. So yeah, now I actually have to go. Goodbye.